This is a gentle and loving review of the video Atlantis and the Creation of Races. Yes, I understand that this title is vaguely racial, but don't worry, it doesn't become oddly racist till the last 5 minutes of it. Which is fitting, considering that only the first 5 minutes of the video actually discusses Atlantis. The narrator of this piece goes by the name of Matthias Di Stefano. He began his grifting career at the prime age of 21 and has helped produce videos for Gaia ever since. Why am I providing you with this information? Because I will be making personal attacks later in this video against him, and I'm not a coward and have no problem calling people out. Now, according to this video, Atlanteans are apparently descendants of Middle Eastern human beings and a race of giants called the Anuki. Anuki? The Anuki were apparently space giants that descended onto Earth and interbred with the local population. Now I want you all to sit here for a second and think about something. During this time, the average way that humans hunted were by chasing down its food and then killing it while it collapsed from exhaustion. The Anuki, on the other hand, were a race that were so advanced that they were capable of interstellar travel. Does that sound right? Doesn't that feel like the gap between humanity and these giant people are pretty much the equivalent of the gap between a human and a monkey? Doesn't it feel weird that these two races would be procreating? Don't worry, though. Matthias answers none of these concerns, and simply states that the Anuki, named Poseidon, led 12 crossbred tribes. Wow, 12 tribes from the Middle East. Wonder where they could have got that idea from. To a promised land, of Atlantis to avoid slavery from the other Anuki. Can you please, at this point, put the fucking Torah or Bible in your footnotes? These 12 families didn't rule this new land, but instead divined wisdom from the constellations to guide us lesser men. After this point, around the 5-minute mark, Atlantis is never mentioned again. What a fucking beautiful show. Now, before approaching this next session, I must quickly explain a pseudoscience theory called the egg theory. The egg theory comes from a short story of the same name written by Andy Weir in 2009. It was and is a popular story that more or less stated that all of life on Earth is in fact a singular shared consciousness that is attempting to experience all there is to experience, whereupon reaching such said understanding will hatch into a godhead, or another deity. It's a cool story. Andy Weir also thought it was a cool story. He also thought it was just a fucking story. Yet it seems a lot of people like Gaia a lot of people from Gaia take this worldview and this short story and quote it as their understanding of the world around them, which is genuinely insane. In essence, I'm accusing Matthias, and Gaia as a whole, of stealing another person's intellectual property and twisting it until it no longer resembles the original product. But don't worry, everyone. That's not the only fictional intellectual property written in modernity that these wonderful boys decide to steal. But instead, he wilds out. Matthias, around the 15-minute mark, begins to explain what he means by races. I was ready for some weird, implicit racist shit. What I was not ready for was the fact that he basically started quoting the third Tau Codex from Warhammer 40k. So this is how he defines races. There are 5 races. 4 of them, Earth, the Earth Caste, the Fire Caste, the Air Caste, and the Water Caste, are all specializations that provide something to the holiest of castes. The 5th caste, the Ethereals. Now, if you know nothing of 40k lore, that is more or less the explanation behind the societal breakup of this fantasy race called the Tau. But don't worry, it gets worse. The Plebians are special 4th-dimensional beings who came here and created all life by seeding it onto planets and then guiding its evolution. Except one special race, which were a special fire race that emerged with the stars. Now, if I replace the word Plebians with Old Ones and fire elementals with Catan, we now have the explanation of how life emerged in the Warhammer 40k universe. Honestly, this is such a blatant copy pasta at this point from the lore released as early as 2001. I'm surprised 2001. I'm surprised Game Workshop hasn't sued this man. Mateus's so far has attacked so many of your sensibilities. I don't know what to say. Like, honestly, every single time I watch one of these videos, I can feel my mind get fucking blanker. Like, I'm going to continue to do this. I'm going to keep fucking pushing it. I struggle to do this. I need somebody to help me with it. Somebody, like, on voice chat if you want, because, Jesus, just watching these by myself, I can feel my brain getting smoother. Well, anyway, the purpose of this video is ensuring you never watch the video it's based on. Please don't watch Gaia. Every time I do another. Every time I watch another one to make another one of these videos, I can literally feel my brain becoming smoother and smoother. Thank you.